It's 7 on the Pacific coast of the United States. It's Wayne time. And so let's see what he's been up to. We're trying some other things with our sound. Hopefully this will mean that the entire experience is more listenable. But we see Wayne has, well, he's gotten into something, hasn't he? We'll have to chew our way through these autonomous robots as we continue to, maybe avenge our dad? We did already kill Green Eye, which was part of a Nevik trap, if I'm recalling correctly. Oh, and small correction on the last recording. Jessie is the agent's name that I was speaking of. She's not FBI, she's Department of Homeland Security. I almost said DEA. That's a different organization. Still law enforcement. Still very, very strange that she was dressed the way that she was. As your run-of-the-mill office worker, fine, whatever. As a field agent, expected to potentially make arrests and deal with dangerous situations, it's just not practical to do anything the way she was doing it. There we are. 2 more walkers under our belt. They were no match for our Hopbot. We might already have something else. Oh, excellent. It's capable of being airborne. You do know how I like that. But first, what have we got up here? Get on down off that, would you? There we go. Looks like we've cleared out resistance up here. They didn't leave me anything, which is unfortunate. But perhaps. Nope, just bullets. I'll take them. I'm gonna imagine that that's where we're going. I like how they have, you know, saddlebags and supplies on these. It makes sense. Yeah, now it's fiery. We found a volcano. It's not thermal energy. Don't call it thermal energy. It's not the same thing. We'll go back to the snow soon. Oh, as to whether or not I'm enjoying this one, yes, a lot more than Destiny. There's a great deal that is just grating about Destiny, and a lot less that's grating or confusing about this. It's incomplete, it's old, it's bizarre, and still, like I had said previously, I don't necessarily recommend that people play it if they want a good, smooth experience with responsive mechanics. That's not what this is. This is a weird side project from a studio that doesn't typically do those. You know, particularly not in this day and age where you're not really allowed to do or experiment with much at all. These days, you're gonna get another Resident Evil. And that's it. That's what you get. Maybe sometimes a Dead Rising, but that's just Resident Evil with jokes. Got another comment? Ah, I see. Oh, the witch has a comment. She's excited about the next Resident Evil. Yeah, Village looks interesting, but I still think they're going to get all Resident Evil with it. They'll be like, yeah, there was an evil corporation in the basement or something, it doesn't matter, fuck you. And they're right, it doesn't matter. It's never really been the point of that series to pay terribly much attention to the narrative. You either find them charming or you don't. Which is fine. I don't begrudge anyone their pastimes. We're gonna play hide and seek with this guy here. We're gonna prevent these people from stealing these. I say stealing. They're theirs to begin with, but I want them, so. Impolite. Okay, problem solved. Yeah, there was really nowhere to go there, huh? Well, we have our option of spider bots too, but we know I like the ones that can fly. Frankly, the spider bots are so painfully slow, I just can't imagine. Right. May as well pick up this while we're here. Fresh off the factory line for us. I noticed that the Nevik ones don't have saddlebags and supplies and stuff attached to them. I imagine that's because they expected to kind of be resupplied a little bit more regularly. But, you know, that seems to be counting a whole lot of chickens before they hatch. On a planet this lost, can you ever truly be sure? That's why Wayne succeeds where they fail. We'll try out the homing laser. We'll see if that yields better dividends than this kind of charge beam thing. Oop, there it is. Sometimes you have to line yourself up in weird spots. And you always have to steal these people's towers and towers of warm, sunny D. There we are. It's not a camera built for close spaces, is it? They've always seemed to have trouble with that. If they're not setting up the camera angle, they don't seem to know what to do with it. Hello. It's an interesting weapon. I'm not sure how effective it's been, but we'll find out. It's certainly nice to be able to engage indirectly. Fairly effective. That's not so bad. Okay, well, we'll get our map going. rocket launcher. Not terribly interested in that. We already have problems with projectile speed. I really don't want to add to them. Whoop, hello. I see you have one of those too. Because we're by a volcano, and this is to answer a question regarding why there is fire now. We're just by a volcano. That's all. And really, there hasn't been much that's terribly crucial. The first guy that we met with the white hair, he's maybe a Nevik employee, maybe an ex-employee. And Nevik is Space Umbrella, but somehow a little bit less menacing and a little more competent. Like, nothing is leaked out because of what they've been doing. It's just that the planet is hostile and it's dominated by shitty bugs. Near as we can tell, they are absolutely trying to colonize it, and they're just kind of stupid.
Please hurry to the dome. This is our chance to stop the Frontier Project.
Well, you know what? And they're very concerned about the Frontier Project. I don't know what that is. But our friends are not happy about it existing. There we are. And we'll go get another one of these flyers that hasn't been in the lava. It's a locked cabinet over there. Well, I say locked. You just shoot it open. But there's a cabinet over there nonetheless, and I'd like to know what's in it. Aha! Bridge blocked. That's okay. We can solve that problem. I know, they don't work good in the hot rock, huh? Yeah. It's a shame. What'd you leave me? Oh, wonderful. Oh, and it's got the EM laser on it as well. That's quite nice. That's a large area of effect weapon.
Ready.
And much as I like the hard trapezoidal shape of this one's cockpit, this is just a better option. It also hasn't taken a lava dip, so there's that. Wonderful. Alright. We're loaded. We're ready. We're feeling confident. Maybe a little sassy. Yep, no problem. It seems that it even has superior ability to hover across gaps. Anyway, the EM laser does this. It's like a bigger version of the plasma gun. Now they say EM laser, I'm sure they mean electromagnetic, and near as I can tell, hang on. Is that they're using laser to simply mean a beam. You can get a weapon kind of like this going in reality. It's called an LIPC, Laser Induced Plasma Channel, where you rarefy, and it means charge or otherwise render usable a column of air with a laser, an actual laser, you know, a beam of light. And this will... What's the second one? Oh, so I guess we could have outfitted something else with it. Yeah, it's fine. This allows you to throw a relatively cohesive arc of electricity down this channel of rarefied air. Of course, this is a power-hungry process, so not all that practical for real-world applications just yet. You'd have to operate it with a tether, and even then, the generator would be big and noisy. Hey, friend. We see the EM laser kind of stuns them. It'll stun us too. He's got 2 of them. Honorable suicide. I see. Frankly, with the reputation that Wayne has to have built up by now, it seems only sane that mortal men would look at him and see him coming and simply decide, no, that's the end. Oh, we have another comment. Yes, please. Okay, so I assume there's a comment in chat referring to the Gundam in, what is it? I forget where they built the 60-foot 1/1 scale model. Okay. I think that's a cool project and everything. I wish they would, not. There's... I have a complicated relationship with the Mobile Suit Gundam property, in that there's some stuff I like, and there's a whole lot that I do not. Getting a model to move on basically a brace is cool. But a lot of nerds are misunderstanding an interesting puppet show for advances in robotics that will make their wildest dreams come true. Oh, I see. I'm being shot from on high by this man with the double missile launchers. Well, he'll just have to wait. In any case, its feet are still too small. It'll never walk. And of course, I know the comment here, you know, you're just making light conversation. You're not serious. But taking things too literally and giving out free, somewhat rudimentary science lessons has become a theme. Mostly because I can't help myself. Oh, got another comment? Yes, please. Yeah, a little. I do tend to profess. I know it's a bad habit, but I spent a whole lot of time in a whole lot of places. Well, that was an interesting physics glitch. Wishing that someone had explained things to me. So I'm sure that somewhere down the line, just by law of averages alone, someone will hear what it is that I've said and find some use out of it. Yeah, that block is just unfriendly. Okay. Interesting. All the others you just sort of glide up against. Anyway, as far as griping, I don't know. I think that's part of a conversation. Being able to articulate what it is you do and do not like is important in expressing any idea. I have to remember to turn on the chat overlay. You know what? Just a moment here. Let's go ahead and actually make that visible, shall we? That way, I don't seem like such a crazy person when this gets played back. Yeah, you don't see that too much in his videos. Also, you know, different guy. Different strokes, different folks. Alright, there we are. There, now whoever is watching this in the future can see what the fuck it is that I'm talking about. And I'm sure I have missed something there. Do we have a new one? Ooh, we're still getting stuck on that. Oh, yeah, the whole thing with it is that there's something for everyone, and therefore a lot of it is not for me. Basically, when they stop being war allegories is where I hop off the series.
You've almost made it to the dome.
Yep, okay.
Military facility.
Oh. Is that what that is? Well, this is a different dome than the one that we were at previously with Green Eye, so I'm just going to have to take her word for it. Oh, are you going to be kind and bunch up? That would be lovely. There we are, that's one spider bot down. Oh, the text is not readable. Okay, yeah, sure, when I get a moment. We'll fuck with the dimensions of the window. It's the joys of kind of producing something live. So, let's see here. Oh, the chat box? Ah, okay, yeah, sure, that sounds good. Let's see, we'll edit transform. And that would be high, so this would be wide. I do want it wider. So let's say 460 wide. And let's say 230 tall. And we'll drag that right over here. Alright, do me a favor, type something. No. Can you see that on the playback there?
No, that is fine.
Excellent. Okay. Well, don't you ever tell me that it's stretched out. Alright. Alright. No, not that. Yes, this. Properties. Font settings. Here, let's go ahead and boost the font size. Try that. How's that looking to you? Stretched out, legible?
Smaller.
Okay. That's what we want. Try that now. No. It's good that way. Stop yelling at me. Yeah, sure. Hang on a second. Let's fuck with it here. And... so... stretched out how? Vertically, horizontally? Okay. So, we want maybe... better? Worse? Well, let's, do this.
Yeah.
Okay. There we are. So... let's reset it. Let's park it over here. Yeah? Yes, okay. Smaller. Smaller.
Yes.
Yeah, less. Less. And again. Yeah. That's better? Okay. Okay. We'll go from there and we'll fuck with the dimensions of the box and all that shit as necessary. As it stands, you know, there's 3 people who are looking at this, and I don't know that anyone cares all that much. Anyway, back to Wayne. Oh, they made a big one. Okay. I was wondering what the boss fight was going to be. Well, okay, take it easy. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that chain gun is doing precisely nothing. So we're gonna dump it. I'm gonna ask him not to do that. Yeah, that at least seemed to be somewhat effective. Good, start him spinning. if this is Bandero, which this seems to be one of our secondary antagonists. If you weren't watching last time, he has an incredibly distressing hair situation going on. I'm sure we'll see him again. If that wasn't him right there. Ah, mission complete. Oh. Oh, don't worry, you'll know it when you see it. Oh no, this is someone else.
One man destroying this whole facility. No
Thank you.
ordinary man could pull that off.
You're correct, I'm Wayne.
Don't read any signs of life in the area.
Oh, you're a ghost.
Who are you? The name's Dennis Eisenberg. I oversee
Dennis.
exploration on this planet. And you are?
Wayne.
A perfect world free of the Acrid. The Frontier Project is what will shake the colonists of this planet free from that horrible nightmare.
Of bugs?
50 years is a long time. Some decided to abandon our dream and become the lawless snow pirates. It was our fault for
We also don't know who this guy is. We took him prisoner before, but he got over it.
duty to our former comrades. There were exceptions. If they would have just gone merrily on their way and stayed out of our business, then we wouldn't have had any problems.
I mean, that's what I've been doing.
And thus, they had to pay the price.
Okay.
Lives. On occasion. It's never easy to kill someone you felt close to at one time.
So you killed my father.
Your father? Me?
My father's goal was to bring an end to the Frontier Project.
But why?
You're Gale's boy. What a sad end! I wanted Gale to come around and understand my dream.
Are you gonna explain what your dream is?
Together we could have achieved it.
I guess.
How about this?
Rick,
It's faint, so it's hard to get a response. But this?
I mean, just wear a hat, right?
Isn't here.
What's with the headband?
To see where I'm coming from. We have so much catching up to do.
Move my cursor again.
Before we can reach an understanding.
Just like you and Yuri reached one.
Probably.
Hey, look at this.
What is it?
I like that we cut away from the reveal monologue to whatever the fuck these idiots are doing.
Registering a life sign from that guy.
We already got that part, man.
Wayne! Rick found something.
What, did he find it again?
Have propelled our efforts light years ahead. He was truly a genius.
Was.
Don't jump to conclusions now. I haven't killed him or anything.
He's just resting. Taking a pleasant nap in a place without any distractions.
A very
That sounds nice.
quiet place. Too bad. Looks like we won't be coming to any understandings today.
Oh, it was a hologram. Classic. Well, you know, at least we didn't teleport behind him and tell him it was nothing personnel. Thank you, Pi. Are we gonna... Oh.
What do we do next?
Oh, you just signed up, have you?
Hey, we can't just sit around here doing nothing.
We all want to be doing something, anything, but we don't have any clue where to go next. We don't
Or what's happening?
know what he's up to,
Yeah, thank you.
or what Yuri is up to.
Vapor juice box, you decide.
still one lead available.
Why didn't you pull this shit out
Worth checking out.
previously?
These are the canyons.
Right.
Are they?
Through these canyons before. But there's also a subterranean area down below.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, depending on the filters you lay on it, a map can reveal more than it does at first glance. Right here.
With visual filters.
But there's a sizable thermal energy deposit
It wasn't
in the area.
hidden, though. It was... Alright.
5 years ago, a processing plant down there was shut down and abandoned for some reason.
That man's very wide, huh?
There's enough thermal energy there to supply Nevik for years. If it's been left untouched this whole time, it'd provide a good jumpstart for the Frontier Project.
But what is the Frontier Project? What is it, though?
It's just a hunch.
But if your hunch is right... Wayne, let's check it out.
Yeah.
We have literally nothing else going on, so I don't see why not. Alright. We gotta go see about this pocket of thermal energy. It might be lava, it might be thermal energy.
You have to find a way underground, or we won't be going anywhere.
Yeah, I got that part. Nah, bud, I was just gonna fucking tunnel. Nevik forever. That's loyalty you just don't see these days. Then again, it's hard to be a company man anymore. His bullets arced around behind him and shot the ground. I'd also like to note that we see Nevik printed as if it's an acronym. I don't know if they tell us in the game what that acronym actually stands for. I don't remember hearing it mentioned. Oh. Well, that's handy. Yeah, it's like shooting cans. There we go, and that's a better one. There we are, and once again, Wayne has begun the snowballing. There's very few places for them to go once he gets going. We're actually going to see if we can hijack some of these... There we are. Some of these VS's. The worst comes to worst, we'll just pick up another machine gun later. It's not like they're in short supply. That's property unique to the energy gun. A fully charged thing can eject the pilot sometimes, if I remember correctly. Yep, there he goes. And I think he'll try to make his way back to it, but their pathing may not be good enough to get there. I see. Their plan is to hide from Wayne into near perpetuity, but it's not going to work. Wayne will not be denied. Oh boy, there's quite a few of them down there. Yep, they're still doing that. Let's wait until we can see again. Did we get him? We did. Frankly, I don't feel like flopping to cover again. I've done enough flopping for one playthrough. That may just be busted. Okay. Well. I suppose there's nothing left to it but to do it. We'll keep the energy gun for a little bit, because I see someone else who could probably stand to be relieved of their walker in the distance. I don't know if that'll reach. Will you get there? They did. Excellent. Well, that solves that problem, doesn't it? The same thing can happen to you if they're wielding an energy gun. You can be ejected from your walker if you take a fully charged shot. Cool. Well, we're Wayne. So falls from that height directly to our head don't mean anything to us. Such tense music. There we are. I would imagine this intruder takes priority. Nowhere appears safe from him. He appears, he soaks up all of your orange stuff. Now I'm wondering, is it going to let me get up there in order to finish stealing this? It is.
Ready. Initializing.
There we go. Now it's 100% stolen. And we'll see what toys they've left us in here. Open. Oh, well, that would have been much less complicated, wouldn't it? Still, you know, sometimes it's nice to work for things. And you know what time it is. There we go. That's the angle we wanted. Okay, let's tinker. There we go. We get our general purpose. We get something that hits pretty heavily. Oh, Wayne. He's eager. You have to understand. You see, again, fighting is all he remembers. He said so himself.
Ready.
All right, we're in business. In the telecommunications business, that is. There we are. Well, it looks like we're headed that way.
Ready.
Well, yeah, like I was saying before with Nevic's soldiers, them not packing extra supplies seems presumptuous. I don't know that you can assume too much is going to remain intact as far as, you know, supply lines and whatnot in a place like this. It is, after all, the Frontier, right? It is the Frontier project. Banking on things going right, it just... That's a recipe for disaster, no matter how it is you put it. Wake up, friends. Don't you know it's Wednesday? Oh, we've decided to lock on to things I wasn't pointed at. I guess it does so because it's not a priority target. That's interesting. It only had so much life left, so it automatically just, just designated another target. Kinda cool. Didn't know it did that. There we go. We just gave him a little bit of extra pepper on the way down. Well, he is just loaded to the gills with energy weapons, isn't he? There we are. To no avail, though. Give it a good slap for good measure.
Engaging PDA.
Ready.
Okay. There's apparently a, maybe a sluice gate for the lava. Oh, we have someone trying to dismount me. Won't be happening. Wow. That one explosion took a whole lot of that life bar down, didn't it? We'll just have to be extra cautious. And not in the way that Wayne is cautious. Actual caution. Is that where we're going? Oh no, this is where we're going. Oh, I see. Well, just as well. Maybe it'll be there when we get back. Oh, his name is Joe. Alright. I don't remember that being mentioned when we met the character. We just kind of waved guns around. There was some brief Capcom foo. And then it was over. Can't have that there. You may decide to drift over and ruin my day. Wayne is absolutely a good vibes only sort of person. And what's below us? Not much. So it looks like we're going to have to make that jump. Oop. We won't make it like that. Alright, there we go. No, Wayne. I know you like to be up high, but we have to go down this time. And what have we got at our disposal here? Oh, well, that's good, because I don't foresee too much else happening there, but I would like to be able to shoot grenades. Just a rocket launcher. Well, for the time being. Oh. Well, again, that's very nice of them. A free spider mech. Go ahead and make sure that we can feed its tank. Aha, you think you can trick Wayne? Wayne already has a grappling hook. Yes, thank you. I did notice that coming in. Standard armament. Oh, look at that. They remembered the drill exists. The unfortunate thing about the spider mech here is that I don't really have a way of outfitting it. I would like it more if I did. But sometimes these things just aren't in the cards. Both of its weapons are simply fixed right to the frame. Again, with these bosses and mini-bosses, really, and positionally dependent enemies in tight corridors, it's still just a kind of an unfair trick to play. And yeah, I understand that that's the entire challenge of this encounter, but it seems unnecessarily antagonistic. you can kind of jostle your player, sure, but if something is built to behave a certain way and you take it out of that element and place it into a place where like that mechanic no longer really works, where there isn't a recourse, then you've kind of fucked up with your design. It's some of that stuff from like the old arcade cabinet mindset where the notion is that you have to have X amount of continues and retries, otherwise you haven't really designed an encounter efficiently, and it's incorrect. Seems like an all roads lead to Rome situation, doesn't it? There we go. I believe we've got him this time. A good try. Those red three-legged ones explode when they get close enough to you. And they're responsible for the majority of the damage on this spider mech. There we are. I believe we might be through. Some worms. I have a comment. Yes, please. Good examples of well-made encounters. So, let's think on that a moment. Do you remember the Capra Demon in Dark Souls? I like the Capra Demon encounter a lot. I know he's not everyone's favorite, but there's just enough space in there where you can, if you're quick and smart, really trivialize the fight. And otherwise you're going to have to slug it out with him on his own terms, but the Capra Demon largely pays attention to all of the same mechanics that you have to pay attention to. You can parry him. He does have to take a break between attacks. He can't just keep swinging away at you blind. And if you manage to sort of stagger him one way or the other, you can whip right around him, leap up on the little staircase that's in his region, and get a plunging attack in on him. There's options there, and nothing's really breaking the rules. Conversely, like the encounters with the Red Knights in Dark Souls 3, where they don't really seem to have a stamina gauge, or if they do, it's through the fucking roof, and they don't have to stop attacking basically ever. That's not a great way to do things. Basically, and as for as much freedom as I like in games, games don't function if they don't have restrictions that kind of everything obeys. In the real world, we have that. It's called physics. And I'm not expecting a one-to-one simulation of reality, but I do expect that, you know, if you're laying things out, it's not simply to tell me that, actually, we're going to do something else now in the next 30 seconds. Or, yes, you have to obey that, but this guy who isn't that far off from just being you doesn't. Why'd you leave me? Perfect.
Ready.
Oh, another comment. Yes, please. Yeah, I know a lot of people hate that fight, but he's never been a problem for me. Every time I come on in, I swat him with something, he staggers, I run right around him, right up onto the staircase, leap off, and plunging attack, and we're done. I've done it. No, I forgot to pick up my thing. Oh, hang on. Hang on. We can't leave that behind. I might need it. Give me this. Thank you. Similarly, the Marauders in Doom Eternal. Again, I know people hate the Marauder. They'll tell you that it's bad design and blah blah blah, and my god, they shouldn't have added that. Did you know that the Marauder can't pay attention to two things at once? So if you lob your BFG round over his head and then fix him with chain gun with the, you know, the high probability of staggering, he'll stagger, take the BFG round, and die, and you get to then sit there and go, well, you should have had two heads, I guess. Otherwise, he's just a timing issue, which some people don't appreciate, but I've never had a problem with. My reflexes are snappy enough that he's not really a going concern. What I didn't like in Doom Eternal was that the last boss doesn't have mechanics. It's just a bullet sponge. You sit there forever and fucking poke at it, and then eventually you win, but it's tedious. Oh, are you telling me that I have to use that? I would really rather not. I hope that's not what you're saying to me. I'm going to leave it here, and I'm going to attempt to go on without it.
Ready.
I just like this so much better. Watch, now I'm going to really miss that cannon. Oh no, they can give me another one of these in here. Okay. Well, yes, right? Like, we knew that? We did know that, right? You're not just fucking with me. We know that the orange sauce comes from the bugs. Oh, and Wayne's being sportsmanly again. Wayne, bud. It's kinda do or die out here. Shoot it while it's doing its intro, Wayne. That's the one feature that I wish games would take from Asura's Wrath. The rest of it they can kind of keep, but please do let me hit things during the monologue. I don't have to pay attention to them. I'm not interested. You caught me with my pants down on that one. Anything more fun lying around here? We don't seem to. Oh well. No, I don't think so. I've got to kind of thin the herd here. You generated a lot of friends somehow. I don't know if they're parasites living on it or what the story is with those, but you know, I'd rather not. A lot of little walking bombs in the arena. You're being a pain. Give me the leg. Thank you. Oh, gross. Okay. Wow, weird slowdown there. Also, I apologize that sometimes in watching the playbacks I see that we drop frames. It's only usually for a moment, but try as I might, there doesn't seem to be anything that I can do to unfuck that. It's just Comcast being Comcast. Oh, he quits. Oh. We're finding a lot of O's.
Joe sure put us through a whole lot of trouble.
Oh, Joe dipped. Oh, there we go. This is Bandero. Check out this hair situation.
Killed, brother.
Bandero.
I was curious. I had to see the latest harmonizer model for myself. Shut up! What a waste to give it to someone like you.
You know, where do we even start with that, right?
There are far too many modified humans in this world for my taste.
A comment. He is kind of like a proto-sundowner, isn't he? Yeah. Yeah, now that you mention it, I can definitely see that in the way that he's built and how his face looks. It's the shit-eating grin. But yeah, that hair situation is just fucking crazy.
Change of plans. On whose authority? Yours? Heisenberg's plan was to keep them distracted while he started up the frontier system. The warming would bring about the end of the Acrid and transform this into a green paradise. Then when they saw the result, they would come to see the light.
The only green fields you'll be seeing are the Elysian variety.
What?
The Elysian fields are supposed to be gold.
Seeing as how nothing will be left alive on this rock once the frontier system is set into motion. All this talk of heating the planet is only after all life has been exterminated.
That can't be.
Now,
Well, how are we gonna live on it if all life is exterminated?
Harbingers of a new tomorrow.
Oh, another comment, please.
for us officers, I'll let you listen to this one.
For 150 years,
I didn't play Devil May Cry 4. Fucking skipped it.
endless battles against the mysterious Acrid, the separatists who have formed the Snow Pirates and dog our every step with constant.
No, that's 5.
Now, the frontier system.
Oh, sorry, the witch was asking if that was the one we purchased recently. No, that's Devil May Cry 5. 4, I have no memory of.
Other unpleasant elements plaguing this world. The Acrid eradication will also provide a release of thermal energy that will serve to heat the atmosphere.
Unpleasant elements. That must sting.
Okay.
The system is running. We ask that you proceed to the orbital elevator and initiate the hibernation process. The facility there will protect you from the energy output by the system. Once the world has been terraformed, you will be the first to witness the verdant utopia that
Looks
awaits.
good. It looks like it'll do. Well, I'll make it do.
In the end, this
Yeah, do it, Rick. Fucking kill him.
transformed into a paradise, welcoming colonists from our polluted home planet with open arms. The valuable
Oh,
research
another one. Yes, please.
hidden under layers of ice will not only
Oh, we got a link to an image. Yeah, he's got kind of that same fucking shape to his face and everything, huh? Weird. I don't know who that character is supposed to be. Like I said, I skipped 4 after the clapback about DMC not being what people wanted. I think DMC's the best one in the fucking series.
Heard enough?
And frankly, I think everyone complaining that Dante wasn't, you know, a shrieking woohoo pizza man with white hair and weird babies. Him being kind of a weird scumbag rang a little bit more true to me. Oh, it won't happen again. That's good. Thanks, Joe. You know what? You're a stand-up guy after all. Gotta plug my arm in so my brain doesn't go bad.
I'm feeling the effects. My memory loss is probably related to this.
What?
Basil filled me in.
Basil is the lady that was piloting that walker that I liked the paint job of. It's kind of like a dull pink. Looks sort of like a bird.
I understand you being upset.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. But you were betrayed too. And I'm sorry you had to feel what we felt. Anyway, more than having trouble with forgiving you for dragging Wayne into that trap, I'm having trouble understanding why you did it. Anyway, it's all water under the bridge now.
Yeah. I'll make it up to you somehow.
Okay. Nodding.
So that's what was going on.
You believe me?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
I could hardly believe it myself when I first heard it.
Well, it's hard to swallow, but I trust you.
Commander,
What?
we still have time. I'll guide you to the orbital elevator.
Luca, can I have a moment with Joe? It's all right.
I mean, I don't know what she'd do if she were here. Joe has previously physically fought and won against us, so...
What's with the serious face?
I never knew that the frontier system would eradicate all life on the planet when it was put into motion. I really only wanted to rid this world of the Acrid. Trust me.
Okay.
I believe you.
You do?
Now, how do we reach the elevator?
Oh, yeah. There's a shortcut. It's the quickest route.
Oh, have another one? Yes, please.
Acrid Hive. How the Acrid behave. I can guide us so that we avoid as many of them as possible.
We're counting on you.
Yeah, he's got kind of the same rectangle head, doesn't he? It's just that the other dude's hair situation is way less crazy than Bandero's.
Okay.
It's not surprising. They're both Capcom games. Okay, we gotta go to the orbital elevator to go ahead and get the fuck off the planet before they do something with energy that will kill all life on it, and somehow this is going to result in a verdant paradise and not a rock. Like, are they planning on seeding it later? Now, this thing I'm shooting at is the turret control. When I break it, the turrets will shut off. Crab, cooperate. Okay, fine. We're not going to cooperate. There we go, it gives up. And like we've seen before, taking them apart benefits us. Oh, that will be much faster. Yes, please, thank you. And now I have to find out where the turret control is. Hidden. There we are. And that should turn those off. Should. Alright. Yes, please. One more time. Oh, yeah. No, Sundowner was great. I found him extremely entertaining. He was having the most fun out of anyone in that cast. Like, Senator Armstrong took one Philosophy 101 class and assumed he was now an expert, like a whole lot of people do. But Sundowner was just having a grand old time, and we should all try to take as much joy in things as Sundowner does. There we go. Just the rocket launcher, huh? Them's rough times. Okay, if you must. Yeah. Ain't that the way of it. What have we got here? No. We've got an impolite bug is what we've got over here. I would like it if you would get out of my way. Thank you. Oh, perfect. Now where'd he go? No, I hear him. Are we stuck in a corner? It looks like we're stuck in a corner. Yes, please. Oh, nice. Yeah, I planned on playing through Rising again too. It's something that I dig out every couple of years and just kind of sit down and sink into. I like a great deal of the swordplay mechanics available in Rising and the multiple approaches that you can take to the game if you so choose, but really there's one approach that I would suggest, and that's just get in there and start cutting things up. I would say that it is without a doubt the best Metal Gear that Kojima wasn't really super involved in. And I even enjoyed Survive for what it is. But we'll probably wind up playing Survive side by side with Death Stranding because it's... Yeah, there's a lot of similarities between the two, and there's no way that someone wasn't at least sharing notes in the office. Wayne, let go. There we go. Oh, yes, please. Life is pain, my friend. Life is pain. Honestly, I don't find Survive to be a painful experience. It's just a little bit dull. There are several moments where I understand what they were going for with their framing of things. A lot of it's post-game, but after you've completed the campaign and everyone's had their moment to reel from the anime betrayals. Yep. Yeah, from above. I'm trying to scavenge. You're going to have to wait your turn. Anyway, after everyone's done with their anime betrayals, and they've all said a whole lot of things that I'm sure are very heartwarming to someone somewhere, you're left to wander around this kind of place where everything looks like it's shadowed as though it were underwater. And there are some interesting sub-bosses that are available. This floating jellyfish springs to mind, where it seems to have like a 360-degree ability to track you and detect you, which I would have a problem with under normal circumstances, but given that it's a bizarre fucking nanite creature in the middle of some fog, I can understand. If the advantages you're giving a creature make sense within the narrative presented, sure, fine, I'm down. And it floats over and it turns this ominous kind of color red, and this communicates to everything else around it, humanoid shambling things that are also full of nanites and no longer people, equivalent to zombies, that you're in the region and you're doing stuff. It has its own ways of killing you, but you see these lights, these red lights in this super dense fog kind of wavering and making their way closer and closer as your fight with this thing drags on, and that's some impressive imagery for a game that people want to write off wholesale. You see a little bit more of them as you continue your fight, and these vague humanoid things with glowing horns on their heads falling over themselves to kind of come fuck you up. And the dust itself being an oppressive element where you can't remain in it forever, so you're never really comfortable.
Ready.
Of course, I'm not saying it's stellar. It's not. It's goofy and it's sort of trite, and they could have done better with the writing, the acting, the setup. It also likely would have benefited from being a completely different IP. You know, if it were along the lines of Silent Hill 4. If that were just called The Room, it would have been better received. And if this were just called Survive, I'm sure it also would have been better received, as it really doesn't have anything to do with Metal Gear and doesn't need that tacked onto it. Oop. Well, we fell in a hole, but that's okay. I do want this. Oop. Not quite what I meant to do. There we are. There we go. Now we're in business. No, Pi, I don't need to take a bath right now, but I appreciate your concern for my hygiene. Alright. He's become the bath police. The irony of it all is that, you know, like most people do, I shower regularly, daily, and if I leave the room, he also has a small meltdown. I think he just likes issuing commands. Do I have anything more fun for weapons here? No, just additional shotgun ammunition. Well, I'll take it. It's not like the shotgun is unworkable in this particular situation. I would just prefer something else. There we go. And we'll make our way through what seems to be an abandoned city. Maybe a failed colonizing attempt. Somewhere similar to this, I think, would have been better for the confrontation against Green Eye. Lots of little crevices for you to scramble around in and sort of play with the notion that to him you're the bug. Oof. I have to remember to stay further away from those. Oh, good. Well, we have a replacement right there. We'll rectify this situation shortly. Uh-huh. That's enough. Yep. Yeah, give it a good slap, Wayne. Strip our tools off the old one. Set those up to be picked up. Take that back. And I hear goopy things below me. Probably something spawning more friends to play with. We'll continue to search for things that are a little bit more fun than the shotgun. There we go. That'll do better. And over longer distances, they have a spider mech hidden back here for us. More shotgun, more rocket launcher. An additional plasma gun, but those don't run out. Okay. Into the pit. Oh, no, just these, huh? I would have thought a spawner. And sort of continuing some of the bits and pieces of conversations from earlier. Yeah, some of my tastes as far as mechanics and encounters go, they have me wondering if I'm just playing a different game or if I'm just Armand Whiting it. And if you don't know, Armand White is a critic of movies. Who will give like 10 out of 10s to the fucking Transformers movies and claim that they changed his life, and also gave him the most amazing beach he's ever had. I don't think that the Transformers movies are good, but I do wonder if I am not mechanics Armand White, because you know, I'm not so proud as to think that it's simply the rest of the world that's wrong. I fully embrace the notion that I could just be weird. Pi, would you like to say a few more things?
Ready.
Okay. Oh, got a comment. Yes, please. Yeah, and it's not as if I came out of the box that way. You got to think about things for a while in order to figure out what it is that you're into, what it is that you're not into, and what you can appreciate in spite of itself. And I think that last one is a major part of why we don't see much innovation in games, is that people don't know or want to know how to appreciate something in spite of itself. If it's not immediately clicking with them, they figure that they'll move on to the next one, but the bean counters that run these sorts of corporations aren't going to hear that they didn't like this one. They're going to hear that X genre is dead because it didn't produce the most returns ever. And they won't make any more of that kind of thing, which is to everyone's detriment. Oh, you want me to go in there, don't you? Okay. Well. Oh. We took a little bit too long to realize that, I guess. That's alright. I can do this again. There we go. I mean, yeah, that seems to be what the case is. There's all kinds of toys and stuff down here for me to fuck with. Oh, I see. It's this. I've got to hit it in the nipple. Okay, well, get ready for the purplest of nurples. Delivered by Wayne. He'll do it too. He has no shame and no boundaries. We got a little more aggressive with that feeler this time. Look at you go. Or I might just be missing because I'm at a weird angle. There we go. I know. It's a weird one. Well, I believe that we fucked that up again. It may be time to move on to the other one. That seems like it won't grow back, so that nurple is purple. Oh, yes, please. Well, I'm not even sure what would qualify as white knighting by the internet standards. And, you know... There's a difference between a bad game and a game that didn't accomplish what it set out to do. A bad game is just done bad. You can find plenty of bad things on, like, a Steam shovelware sort of deal, or like, any number of the weird things that got pushed to the Wii during its bizarre shovelware phase. They're done poorly, and they're done without thought, and they're just no good. I would also consider Cynical Cash Grabs bad games. Like, they execute what it is they're trying to do in a technically competent manner, but that doesn't mean that they've done well. The new Marvel thing looks like something I would rather fucking just chug high molar hydrochloric acid than play, but it's pretty, I guess. And that's going to be enough for a lot of people. It's pretty and they recognize the thing. Okay, well, we're a little bit Capcom locked there, but we got better. Like, you know, I'll never wind up saying that a game is secretly good, you just didn't understand it. No, they all have problems and shortcomings and stuff. It's just whether or not I find value in what else it is that they're doing. Like I've said before about this game, the shooting is stiff. Wayne doesn't always do what you tell him. The bosses are sort of tedious. There's not much going on narratively. Bandero's hair situation is unacceptable. Rick's everything is unacceptable. I know, Pi, there's no esports element to it. I guess it may just be because there's a level of separation that I try to keep between myself and what it is that I like. And, liking a thing does not define me. And I know for a lot of people that it's not quite that way. It's just a rocket launcher. Do we not have a refill for my Gatling gun, folks? There's plenty of little ones. Oh, no, there it is. I just missed it. Okay, there we go. That's now damageable. Open. Say ah. There we go. That's a lot of debris. Someone's gonna have to clean this up. It won't be Wayne. Where do you want me to go from here? And should I really care? The end is finally here, and God have mercy. I don't know that this is the end. I think we're getting close, though, but the last time I played this game was in 2006, so... I see there's Joe's helmet. Joe's helmet makes sense. I can understand how Joe's helmet works.
Finally arrived.
The back half of it is entirely too long, though. All that extra material is nothing.
A friend of yours gave it to me.
Friend? You don't... Yuri?
I guess we do mean Yuri. Pi, they mean Yuri.
He was trying to explain a lot of different things. But at the time, I trusted Eisenberg and couldn't believe a word of what Yuri was saying. I kept my distance from him for a while. But one time he said he had to meet me and that it was urgent. I went to the designated spot, but all I found was a note and that device.
What did the note say?
It said, make sure this device finds its way to a snow pirate named Wayne. When Eisenberg...
No last name, though.
...with the very same person, it put me on edge.
What about Yuri? Where is he now?
What I've heard confirms what Eisenberg said, that he was thrown into a containment facility. It wasn't just because of his involvement in the Frontier project, but also due to his sniffing around too much.
Where are they holding him? Do you know?
Conveniently enough, it's on the way to the orbital elevator.
Let's go.
Well, at least we acknowledge that it's very convenient.
Hold on to that for me.
Gotcha.
Thank you. You've done more than enough for us already.
What?
I get the feeling there's unfinished business you need to resolve. We should split up from here.
What if there isn't, though?
The rest of the route has been programmed into your trailer's main computer.
Okay.
It should guide you the rest of the way.
Wayne could just tell.
Got it. I'm leaving you the anti-VS rifle. It might come in handy. Sorry I hesitated earlier. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine I'd be shaking hands with a snow pirate.
Well, you best start believing in Wayne stories, Joe. You're in one.
How about that route Joe gave us?
Good to go. Leave it to us.
All right. It's time to go free our old friend Yuri.
We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him out of there. He's not Wesker, we swear. He doesn't even have sunglasses on. The comparison is completely ridiculous. Oh, and they fixed my thing. That's nice of them. Give me this. No, Wayne, we don't need to attack that. We just need to pick it up. Anything? Just a little bit of orange. They gave us a free EM laser, too.
Engaging PDA. Ready.
Alright. Let's go ahead and see how far it is that we can get. And then maybe in 20 minutes or so we'll take a bit of a break. We may return later. If so, there will be like an announcement or something. I should probably get a Twitter or at one point or another so I can just be like, hey, all 3 people. Wayne, maybe? Maybe Wayne? Yeah, there we go. I didn't want them to get to that. Because we have really worn down our current suit, and replacing it would be nice. That guy's just eating up those chain gun bullets. Before we do, I want to see, well, you'll do. Did that work? Are you dead? I don't see his blip. Oh, no, he lived. Not that effective. You think the chainsaw sword would be much more effective. No such luck. It has the immovable missile launcher on it. We'll just hop out of this before it becomes a real issue. Well, and they got a big boy, but they have also left me toys. Alright, we'll hop out. I would like to preserve that laser. And I know what your plans are. You don't want me to have it. But you just have to let me live my best life. Goodbye. I would not be shocked if they allowed that thing to slap me through this elevated position. It's Capcom. That's exactly the sort of thing that gets them up in the morning. Well, that's another, speaking of Capcom, another example of what I consider good encounter design. Pretty much Monster Hunter in general. Also, after this recording, we'll see if I particularly care for the chat overlay. We're experimenting. We're seeing how things work. Maybe we need it to be a different shape. Maybe we need it to be in a different location. Maybe I don't need it at all. But rest assured, I'll continue to have a witch whispering in my ear. I'm bound to answer, as all bound spirits are. Of course, until I get my own monitor. And then I'll be able to see you all on my own. It's a good thing that I don't need to see you to find you. There's a great many lost things that just can't be seen. Last time we found a concept. We might still be looking for a concept here. Well, that's to be revealed. After all, if something's truly lost, you're not necessarily going to know when you found it. Until you have found it. Now that's on the wrong side. Whoever set this up was just involved in complete buffoonery. There we go. Good as new. Over here. Yes, please. All right. That's what I wanted. Oh, that one's actually inactive. Did someone get unseated? Interesting dodge, or, well, leap there, huh? And apparently the EM device also stuns Acrid. Hey friend, let's tango. Is it effective against VSs? Pretty effective against VSs. I guess now we know what the chainsaw sword is for. A free spider mech, but we'll probably skip that. We've got a pretty good setup. There we go, top off that thermal energy. Get reception running again. We'll turn this place into apartments in no time. Oh, company. There we are. It really does make quick work of the robotic enemies. Yes, please. Oh, that's not a moniker. That's just who she is. Some things are just true, you know? There's not many, but, you know, iron is iron, regardless of whether or not you call it iron, and carbon is carbon, regardless of whether or not you call it carbon. I find lost things, even if you don't ask me to, and the witch is a witch, regardless of what other name she might take at the time. It seemed like the easiest way to describe her. We could wax poetic about a great many things, but that's not handy for communication, you know? To the rest of the world, she's a witch. To me, she's a lot of things, but this isn't the time or the place, nor is it a thing that's lost. It's ever present.
Ready.
There we go. We want to go ahead and get one without any scuff marks on it. Oh, another. Yes, please. Oh, I find it much easier to type. And I know, you know, spirits typing, how is that supposed to be possible? But technology has always been my friend. Typing is much easier than talking. I can do it faster, which is always a plus. Making my mouth work and forcing it to work the right way is always something of a struggle. But if it's just pictograms on a page, well, I mean, there's little room for error. Yes, please. They do in stories, and of course, to past, present, future viewers, do read your ghost stories. A lot of things about this presentation will make a lot more sense if you do. Oh, I'm just a kid in a candy store. What should I pick? What should I pick? What should I pick? Oh, hang on here. Sir, you are interrupting my shopping. And with present manifestations being what they are, I mean, you know, we can't have that. Wayne can't be interrupted. Thank you, Pi. I'm glad that you've finally gotten on board with Wayne. At least for the moment. He's pro-Wayne, he's also a pro-Genji. Nobody else take anything. I might want it later. These are all mine, I've decided. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, especially don't take that one. Alright. Let's clean out the rest of this. Open up. There you go. And there you go. I do wish sometimes they would furnish me with more options and not simply, you could do these things, but you know what you're going to do. We'll move this out of the way. We're going to need to. Frankly, by the time that you get rolling with these bubble-headed ones, there's not a lot of reason to use the other suits. They're slower and clumsier and typically just all around not quite as good. Alright, and a refill, and we're off and running. Well, sliding around. Skating, kind of. I don't know if that's the objective, or... Nah, it's not the objective. We're clearly supposed to go down here. Oh, I see. Hello?
How are things on your end?
Destination in sight. How about you?
Fucking it up.
I should catch up soon.
Wayne, talk to me.
I can't. I'm looking at his hair.
Business. Go on ahead and rescue Yuri.
What? What business?
It's the hair guy.
Rick.
Sibling.
Take care of Luca for me.
I know he called us brother, but it's just because we have the same fucking thing on our wrist. Shoot him while he's not in the thing. Gotta say, bud, I like your digs. Any chance you would let me hijack that machine?
Hey, how's that light doing? You bounce back fast. Just like me.
That is the literal function of the thing on our arm.
What did Gale do to you? Something to do with this thing, right? You know what bothers me?
Is it your hair? Your hair bothers me.
But you're an itch I can't scratch. I didn't care when I thought the experimental model was just that witch. But then I come to find that I was just another prototype. I'm just a worthless stepping stone for some damn kid.
That VS belongs to me.
I'm not finished! You're just like your father.
I mean, Wayne's right. That does belong to me.
Holier than thou attitude. The VS belongs to you, huh?
Yes.
If you want it, come and get it.
If you insist.
I think you know where this is heading.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Have it your way. I'll come and get it, all right. Looks like it's time to retire your model.
Got him. And got ham. No. No, we won't be doing anything like that. Oh, wow. That drill charge. Okay. Well, we know what to avoid. Goodbye. Yes, please. We have another comment? Is he really? Tim Russ. Well, welcome, Tuvok. I didn't expect this. I'm aware. I'll pick up a new one. There we go. Alright, are we happy? No, no. There we go. That's what I wanted. Put that down right there. Give it a slap. You know, for the good times. Okay, and we have a new one. Yes. And I think we'll probably just double up on the EM laser. It seems to be the only thing that he cares about. It was a wonderful attempt. Really impressive. Come to me. Come to me. Yeah. It be like that, huh? Again, a wonderful attempt. Not bad. But no, I can already move around pretty good. A lot of knockback on that. Oh! The stage shifts. That's interesting. Fun idea. Wish it was tied to something else. Like if it had been made apparent that he was controlling the arena. You know, he's just very, very good at multitasking like that. That would have been cool, but we didn't go down that route. Let's see if we can get a good angle. Deliver the last few that we're going to need. Boy, did we eat those missiles? Looks like it. Anyway, we're done here. Gimme. Gimme this. Ah, son of a bitch. It broke the cool shit off. Le. Oh, L. It's for the way you look at me. O is not for the only one that I see, though. Because I see many things. Oh, he sneezed blood all over the inside of that. How unfortunate. I like your standoff device. Where'd you get it? Long slide, compensated. This is a target gun. Why is the standoff device on it? That's confusing.
Did you find Yuri?
We found him.
We found him, but...
It seems like he's dead. Oh, no.
Get over here.
He's breathing.
Hurry.
Oh, hey, Basil. This is Basil, by the way.
That's where I'm headed.
Forgot to move my cursor again. I don't know why it shows the cursor during the cutscenes.
After a little digging around, some more things came to light. You were right. Ivan was just being used by Nevik.
I see.
Cool.
Reinforcements will be coming soon. Come with me.
No, I'll stay here and buy you some time.
I don't need that. I already did a whole lot of damage coming in. They're pretty much fucked, like this facility is done. Okay. Thanks, Basil. You really ought to put the poncho back on. The first time she showed up, she had a poncho.
Your harmonizer is the latest model. It allows you to maximize the potential of that VS you're riding.
How would it do that?
That's why Bandera was so pissed off.
Your harmonizer is wearing out, though. There's a chance it no longer has the same functionality. Yuri found that out after joining Nevik.
No, so that's the part that I gave away to Rick.
Where's Wayne?
Just hold on. He's on his way right now.
The attachment. Did it make it to him?
You probably should have given Joe the last name. He would have given it to the first fucker named Wayne he found.
If I use the attachment, can I release the full potential of this VS?
Yes, it was designed for your harmonizer.
Oh, okay.
The design flaw.
That's why Yuri went to
The design flaw.
It has never been tested. When combined with your
Harmonizer, there is a chance something unwelcome might occur.
unwelcome.
it could happen again.
What? Oh, okay, there we go.
I don't care. I'll use it.
I see.
Without looking, though, Basil, take cover, by the way. Also, everyone's rocking these extended barrels. I'm not sure why they have those. I think they just thought it looked cool.
Basil, come in.
You must protect our last hope. My time has come.
Okay, bye, Basil. That was very heroic, I think.
Is Wayne here yet? Yuri. Is that you?
Hello, yes, this is Wayne.
It's me. I'm here. Snap out of it.
Snap out of dying?
The attachment. Take.
I know just what you're saying.
Looks like it's all riding on your shoulders.
Oh, please stop explaining. Yeah, don't tell me because it hurts.
When this is all over. No. My friend.
Okay.
You risked your life to protect me. I will use this. And I will kill Heisenberg.
Goodbye, guy I met maybe last week. No, it has been a year since the beginning events of the game, but Yuri has not been part of the majority of that, and we haven't experienced the majority of that.
Got it. If you exit to the surface, you should be right in front of the orbital elevator. I'm gonna try to put a stop to the frontier system.
Yeah, hang on, I gotta do this.
Can you do it?
One way to find out.
Good luck.
Alright, Joe, go be the hero. I have to go take petty revenge. Petty revenge, Luca!
Basil,
Why?
please. Just be careful.
Oh, I'll be careful. In the way Wayne is careful. Yeah, plug it in. Slap it on, let's go. Uh-huh. Great. It was the Mega Buster lens all along. Oh, yes, please. Right, you know, it's we got to go up there and do this because he killed that guy that we thought had betrayed us, but he didn't. And I met him a while ago in passing. Oh, we got to put it back on. The dramatic reveal continues. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, throttle up. Let's go. I love... Oh, okay. Rockets. I love the dramatic looks at the front of this thing. Look at it. It looks like it's got a little smile. Oh, it's extremely powerful now. That did not help its looks. Okay. This has taken a turn, hasn't it? Yes, please. Yes, it is. This is the fucking bubblehead thing from Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. It pops up every now and again. X to fire out the laser Vulcan. Well, we'll figure out what that is actually supposed to be. Wow, that's quite the reach on that. We have a vertical, we have a horizontal. Ah, okay. Well, we found it now. There we go. Maneuvering this is quite the task with Lost Planets everything. Okay, is this where I'm going? Wow, that's much faster. How do I descend? No. It certainly isn't. X goes up. Is up where I'm going? Up seems to be where I'm going, so we're not even going to worry about it. It's only upward for Wayne. There we are. Yeah, yikes. This is not a game that was built for these kinds of controls. Up we go still. And we've done it.
Commander, intruders have been detected.
Yes, please.
And on the field in front of the orbital elevator. The frontier...
Oh, I wish it controlled like Zone of the Enders. It doesn't. It instead controls like Lost Planet, but now everything is very fast.
Running again. I'll handle that one. Focus.
Okay.
Up and running.
Come here and handle me, bro.
That's twice he's interfered with my plans.
Your head is enormous.
Tired of this game.
He looks like the fucking leader. Which is a Marvel character, if you don't know, listener. He's got a big ol' head. He's a Hulk nemesis.
It's too late.
I can't just sit here and do nothing. Rick, prepare the trailer to receive Wayne when the time comes.
Yes, receive Wayne.
Just don't do anything crazy.
I'll be fine.
We got a certain bulb-headed guy who's about to receive Wayne. Oh, you got one too, huh? Sick. Now, I will warn you, my friend. I do not know how to fly the Hatred Copter here, so... your cockpit's probably set up better.
I warned you once already. Mind your own business, or there will be consequences.
Okay. Wait, Wayne, you could have just shot him in the face. Just shoot him in the face, Wayne.
I'm done wasting time on you.
All right. Well, it's time to do this. Yeah. Oh, it's got a little projection thing. It's like the fucking moonlight. Oh, and we're going up again. We're like Puzz 3D. Okay. Yes. Maybe. Sometimes he shoots the thing, and sometimes he don't. Is that good? Did I do it good? Uh-huh. Wayne, I'm gonna be honest, man. This may or may not work out for our benefit. Yes, that's what we want. Dashing here and there with this is just no good. We are likely going to have to attempt this more than once. You hate to see it. Mission failed. We'll retry. I'm sorry, what was that? Okay. Well, goodbye. This has certainly taken on a different flavor already, hasn't it? No, wait, can I destroy his extra gun? Is that possible? No, it's not. There. Sample my slaps. These may have a cooldown on them that I'm simply not aware of. Alright. We're figuring things out as we go, you know? Yeah, it seems that they've got a cooldown on them that I was just not aware of previously. You can only swing the sword sometimes. But we're doing better. With whatever the fuck this is now. Uh-huh. 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 I'm sure this would all be very impressive. Boy, I do not remember this part, though. On a better control scheme. But let me tell you, it is so incredibly awkward. We've removed any and all sense of, like, weight or position or direction or much of anything, truth be told. I'm also not entirely certain how to stop ascending like we do. There's not a lock-on feature. Maybe. There we are. We've really done it this time. Okay. And sometimes that sword swing will connect, and other times it just sort of doesn't. He's doing something. I don't know what, or how to get him to stop. But we're doing better? Better? That's several times that I've made contact with the sword, but it doesn't seem to do much all the time. Okay. I mean, I see that you're doing it. I just don't know what you're doing. Took that right to the chin. And those two. During the recovery animation. Oh, now he has a second gun. I wonder what it is that you're supposed to do during this. Surely there must be some way to disable some of what it is that we're experiencing. Maybe I'm supposed to just kind of break the rest of this in order to prevent him from using those guns. Oh, it's spacebar. Spacebar brings you up and down. Now, is this something that I've done? Is this anything? Oh, stuff's stopping. Oh. So yes, it kind of is, isn't it? They appear to be powered down after I do that. And of note, when you hit ascend or descend, it continues doing it until you press the button again. Now, I don't know if this prevents him from using the gun that's already in play, or if it prevents him from getting a new one. I would hope that's the case. Do these bottom rungs have anything on them? Alright, relax, Wayne. They don't seem to. Okay. Where's our mortal adversary? There you go. Definitely does more if we manage to whack him with it. I guess that's some sort of kick that he's pulling there. We may not even get to see whether or not he continues to use this gun. There we are. Can I shoot those missiles down? I can. Cool. Alright. It does not prevent him from using a second gun. Maybe it just prevents them from firing at me while they're on their pedestal there. We also don't seem to be able to destroy those once he has them. They're kind of a non-interactable object. There we are. And yeah, whenever I get close, he just sort of does that. Let's try just ignoring that and swatting at him. Staying real close and, you know, within kind of kissing distance. Give him a smooch. The overhead comes out faster, but does not seem to do nearly as much. This may just be a case where you play with wanton aggression and it works out. Doing so well. It does seem like wanton aggression is the way to do it. We just have to time that a little bit better. We're making progress, though. We're in a lock. There we are. We got Capcom locked at the end, but further progress was made. I apologize if this is painful to watch. Wayne struggling like this? But it is the last encounter. And it is with mechanics we have quite literally never seen before in this game. In a move that is, will be kind and say confusing? We'll call it that. Not just the weirdest shit you ever done seen for a game like this, paced as it has been up to this point. Come on now, Wayne. Don't just quit on me now. He quit on me. I know, Pi. We'll get there, though. He's taking off again. It looks like that's the way that we're going to begin this particular fight. I mean, he's doing the thing where he assumes a new and bizarre shape. Well, that seemed to kind of work. There we are. And that time we got him. The mission is complete. And I know we ran a little bit long today, but it's Wayne. It's the climax of Wayne. How could we not? His brain's likely gone bad.
Wayne.
Yes.
What's that explosion?
Just some fireworks. I'm in the system now. The real fun is about to begin.
You okay in there?
Just fine. I'll be in touch.
Okay, but I might not remember you. Bye.
Wayne, come in.
I'm here. Something wrong?
I've been trying to call you forever. Are you all right?
Yeah. Sorry if I worried you.
Are you sure?
Nothing out of the ordinary? Good.
Why lie at this point?
Wayne, come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, now everyone wants to talk to me.
Who was this?
It's Joe. I stopped the system. We did it.
Oh. Great job.
I'll rendezvous with you shortly. See you then.
Who's Joe?
It could happen again. You might lose all of your memory.
This seems dangerous.
Wayne, what isn't good? The harmonizer?
Yeah, Super Joe has done it. He went on to solve the actual problem of the story while we took petty revenge. Thank you, Joe. Scrap that for parts, though.
I don't have much time.
I'm almost there. You still remember me, right?
No.
Yes. I remember.
Wayne?
Just a little more. Please.
See, there you go. The snow's back.
Not like this. It can't end like this.
Kinda already did. Listen, bullets are like vitamins to Wayne. We can't think shooting him works still, right?
Wayne!
Great way to run is with your eyes closed and your hands over them.
I must kill you.
Oh, it's activated.
To end this!
Oh, Wayne, you're teacupping? Oh, Wayne. Bang. Wayne, don't teacup that. I'd take you to gun school, but... You know, your brain, it's bad.
Decided to pick up where Yuri left off.
Oh, cool. You're not a doctor, though, are you, Luca? Yuri was like a scientist. I don't know what your job is. I spent the whole game with you, and I have no idea what you do. Okay, but why'd you put the hologram thing there? That doesn't... What's that gonna do?
In addition to the attachment for the harmonizer, Yuri left us a lot of valuable data tied to his global warming research.
That's a hoax.
With Rick's help, I analyzed the data and found out what Yuri was trying to accomplish.
Of course I know it's not a hoax. It's just weird that they are saying that we, humankind, well, if we're having trouble warming a planet.
Is the first step towards that dream.
What, the cell phone towers?
Looking good here. How about on your...
Oh no, my memory has come back. Oh no, they warmed the planet with cell phone towers. Oh my god, I just remembered that.
It looks like they're synchronized.
Yep.
Oh my god, it's 5G. They fixed the planet with 5G. They warm it up so it's temperate with... Oh no.
The weather's favorable. What's going on?
Yeah, I am. Luke is watching too. Oh, there was grass under it the whole time. Yeah, it really is. How did you flash grow all that grass? It's green and photosynthesizing. You can pick the fucking loam up right. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Ah, shit, I forgot this part.
I wish you could be here to see this.
Well, is he dead, or is he just... Did he just forget like I forgot? Oh, never mind, he's good. Did you fix your brain?
Feel the warmth.
Well, Pi, I don't know if he fixed it yet. Yes, please.
Did all of this by yourself? sorry.
Yeah, she was. She was global warming the whole time.
Are you?
Me? Well, I don't know what to say.
I'm sorry. How rude of me. My name is Luca. It's nice to meet you.
Okay, then. He lost his memory, his brain went bad. We fixed the planet with 5G towers. Fuck, man. Lost Planet Extreme Condition. We've done it. We have Ben Wayne. I can be Wayne no longer. The credits are just gonna kind of play. That's alright. There's an online battle. You can do that. You can play the individual missions on their own. Boy, my head needs a rest. I guess that was a deal. Next time, something else. We will no longer be Wayne, because we can't. His story is over, and Wayne has effectively been erased. Until then, I'll leave you to wander on your own. See ya.